The echoes of that night still linger in my mind. It was raining, the kind of relentless downpour that seemed to echo the flood of emotions tearing through me. My heart, once a fortress of loyalty, shattered at the sight of Claire entwined with someone else, laughing effortlessly, as if my trust was nothing more than a disposable trinket. "I can't believe you," I whispered, the words barely audible over the rain's roar and the stabbing pain in my chest. Her eyes, once the light of my world, flickered to mine briefly, but there was no remorse, no trace of the love she'd professed daily. A moment's silence ensued, filled with all the words left unsaid. Her mouth opened, but I had already turned away. There was nothing she could say to undo the betrayal that ripped through me. I walked away that night, not daring to look back. My heart was heavy with rejection, and each step felt like a battle against the gravity of what was supposed to be my forever. It was as if I was shedding layers of my past, one painful memory at a time. That life, and the dreams I had built around her, were gone. All that was left was the fragile hope of rediscovering myself. The path to healing was far from linear, mired in grief and doubt. Days bled into nights as I confronted the fine cracks in my own soul. I left everything behind, our city, our friends, my innocence, and plunged into anonymity. Somewhere along the winding roads and unfamiliar towns, I began the hard work of rebuilding my core. The solitude was daunting, yet strangely liberating. It offered me the time to reconstruct my identity, brick by determined brick. I enrolled in an art school, a dream once discarded beneath the weight of our shared plans. With every brushstroke, I painted over the wounds, layers of vibrant hues reshaping my narrative. My work became my refuge, each piece a testament to my reawakening. Years passed. I sculpted a future that was entirely my own. Success followed, an unexpected byproduct of surrendering to my passions rather than clinging to a broken past. I cultivated friendships that thrived on authenticity and trust, filling the voids that betrayal had left. And then, like a specter from a forgotten dream, the invitation arrived. An art exhibition back in the city of my heartbreak. My pieces were to be displayed, my journey laid bare for the world to see. My heart raced at the thought of returning. The pages of my past were screaming for closure, and perhaps this was its form. I entered the gallery with a sense of purpose, my eyes tracing the path of once familiar streets. The air was thick with anticipation. There, amidst strangers, I spotted her, Claire. Her presence was unmistakable, though time had etched wisdom into her features. Our eyes met, and for a moment, the world held its breath. She approached, cautiously. There was no longer the need to hide from what had been. I greeted her with a smile, one forged from the remnants of resilience. "It's been a long time," I said, my voice steady, the tremors of my past finally muted. "Your work, it's incredible," she admitted, sincerity shining through. It was a compliment I no longer needed, but appreciated nonetheless. In her eyes, I saw an unfamiliar reflection of myself, someone she no longer recognized, someone she could no longer hurt. In that moment, I knew my worth was not tied to her acceptance or apology. I had built a life from the ashes of her betrayal, one that thrived on my own terms. I had become the hero of my own story, needing nothing but my own validation. We parted ways as mere acquaintances, any residual echoes of our past absorbed by the art that surrounded us. It was my moment of quiet power, an embrace of the person I had become. I left the gallery with renewed vigor, stepping back into the life I had created from the rubble, the rain, and the relentless refrain of resilience.